to get that fruit farm, this, since I went to the barrel to put that in. I get fresh dirt every year, so I get rid of all the lumber stuff.
Right.
Fresh dirt.
I'd like to call the meeting to order for March 25th, 2025. Would you please rise and remain silent? Thank you. Would you please join in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of
the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Trustee Sheets.
Here.
Trustee Hunter.
Here.
Trustee Good.
Here. Is Hannah on? Can you tell Lieutenant Kunis?
No, not this time.
All right, Paula, do you want to do your financial report?
Okay, there's, for the bills for tonight, there were 23 checks, that totaled $23,562.62. That does include a check for Sedgwick. So if you decide to approve that expenditure, and there was also a check, in there for, Freeman, Matthews, and Gary, with the old Ohio insurance lawsuit. If you're okay with both of those. Their last time was the checks, which would be the net amount was $51,215.32. Payments went to state and city for payroll taxes of $4,351.25. Payment to IRS for $9,708.51. Child support check. CMA HSA deposits were made, for comp payments were made. And I have not received the final settlement on the first half real estate yet. And when we do get that, it'll have deductions for whatever, all those fees that the county takes out.
Is that it?
Mhm.
I'll make resolution 21 to continue with services with Sedgwick Group retrospective reading enrollment for January 1, 2026 to December 31st, 2026 for $3,780. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to our department reports. Deputy Adkins?
Good evening, Wednesday Atkins. For the last 4 weeks, it's been pretty quiet down here. Total of 269 runs, 24 reports, 11 citations for arrest. We had 1 burglary in the 2900 block of Norton Road. We had 23 crashes, 36 medic runs, 1 stolen vehicle in the 4900 block of Grove City Road, 16 suspicious persons or vehicles, 34 traffic offenses, and 3 motorcycle, ATV, or bike complaints. Couple things I didn't put on here. I'm working with Kelsey Shires on zoning. We have some barking dog complaints on Gay Road up in Oakhurst. Being here tomorrow, we're going to try to hash out some of those. We had some complaints on Harrisburg, Georgesville Road. She's also going to be filing some complaints on those individuals, same ones we had with the food trailer. They're now running a shop out of that property, which we kind of knew before, but now we found some proof. They're advertising online, so we'll be filing some charges on that. So other than that, it's been pretty quiet for us. Any questions? I'll be here afterwards.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, road department. I thought Greg was coming, so we have Rick here.
He had to go to his mother's. We've been filling potholes, repaired plow damage in yards, getting signs ready for cleanup, and getting ready to start on cemeteries.
But just a reminder, our spring cleanup will be April 25th and 26th. And I don't know if you know anything about this, Rick. I think Paula received the following email from the Franklin County Engineers. It is time to consider if you want Franklin County Engineers assistance with seeking funding for fiscal year 2027 from OPWC for a project in this township. If you want this assistance, we are requesting that you provide us with a written request on township letterhead and signed by the trustees by April 25th, 2025. Do you know anything about that? Can you make a note and just ask Robert? He probably does. But I think Robert writes the letter, usually has us sign it. But it also asks for, please be specific about the scope of the project and the funding you can bring to the project as the local share. And applications are due by August 29th. Okay. Anything else?
But this letter needs done by April 25th.
Yes.
We want, okay.
Yes. Anything else, Rick?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Fire Department, Lieutenant Kuno.
Department wise, for the apparatus, 231 is still at Bowman. It'll be about 3 or 4 weeks. Chief reached out to them again today. Engine 232 is still waiting on some parts from Atlantic. Grass Fighter has still some minor repairs that we're working on currently. I would like to put on Cody LaFleurs for part-time.
I'll make resolution.
Did he work here before?
Yes, sir.
He left in good standing.
Yes. Yeah, that is, you guys say.
Make resolution 22 to hire Cody LaFors as part-time firefighter paramedic. Do I have a second? Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yes.
We were putting in an order for the Motorola replacements at a cost of $15,700. This replaces 2 outdated mobile radios, 1 base radio required for dispatch, and 1 outdated portable radio. This cost includes a 40% discount. Because of June 1st, some of those will be obsolete, so.
Make resolution 23 to purchase the Motorola radio replacements at a cost of $15,788.20. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yes.
We had to, we received and ordered 2 new props for the 231. We wanted the props to stay whichever this week. Ordered 6 sections of 3-inch. The approximate delivery time is 14 weeks. Training, we had some crews, took advantage of the rain we had last week. Got out on the water with Jackson and other companies and did some training on the Derby. A couple of firefighters attended some forcible entry classes. And Chief Whiting and Lieutenant Will attended an event at training at OSU. Station wise, looking at the storage area, still waiting on some bids. We've had a few bids for the township hall bathroom back in the back here. Still waiting on those. Crews have been out doing company inspections throughout the township for the last couple of weeks. No issues with billing, and we applied for the Ohio State EMS grant, which we've received for the last 2 years, but we just applied for that. Dispatching issues, no locution, there's no updates on this right now.
Thank you.
Do you guys know if an old radio is having a resale value on them on auction? Put on,
That I'm not sure.
I guess something to look at, see.
So the ones we have come June, I believe it's June 1st of this year. Some of them, we won't even be able to turn them on and use them.
Right,
And that's a,
right.
but the good question, I can find out for you and let you know.
You don't have to let me know, just a question if we can recoup anything out of them, maybe not, but
Sure.
there are a lot of departments that that may fit in.
Yeah.
well with it.
I'm sure he's looking into it. But what was that?
Anything else for Lieutenant Quino? Old business. Received an email back from our zoning enforcement, and I think Deputy Adkins addressed most of what she said. She said she could definitely look into 3575 Harrisburg, Georgesville Road again. Last that she knew, the violations had been corrected. And she said she didn't know anything was still going on. And it sounds like you've been working on that with her.
Yeah, I contacted her. I'll be meeting her tomorrow morning. Since last night, we suspected they were running a garage out of the barn back there, but we didn't have really proof. Since then, we found some people that found some stuff online that were advertising it. It's at this location. I want to follow up since we do have some physical proof that they're advertising that as a garage. Repairs.
And she said she would investigate 7174 London Grove Port Road,
Yes.
which looks like the outstanding buildings have been there for quite some time. Vehicles and trash will be taken care of.
We've already walked through. I went through twice now in the last 2 weeks with her. Pictures. She's already submitted that to her.
Good. All right, thank you. Any other old business?
I had contacted her, the residents on Lambert Road, just north of 665, you can top the hill. And going by, it's worse than it's ever been now. I can send her another email. She looked into
I'm gonna be
it.
here tomorrow morning at 9 for another issue, and I'll sit down and talk to her tomorrow about it.
It's pretty intense down there.
I'm familiar with that one, so.
Okay.
I'll talk to her about that one too. I got a whole list.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Anything else? Any new business?
Yeah, at one time we had talked about using capital improvement money to pay off the loan on the fire truck. I think we need to move forward with that.
I think we do too.
I can remind me and
Pay
I'll,
off date.
check with them in next meeting, see what the amount would be.
All right.
Do we have the cash available or do we need to? Like actual cash, or do we need to wait for like the,
No, well, because we had earmarked that money from Fairfield.
okay,
Yeah, in the capital improvement fund.
Right, we say,
And I think
Would
we've
stop a
gotten
lot.
most of our money for the first half on the real estate.
oh,
We
okay,
just haven't got
the final, were they, okay.
where they start deducting things.
I'd just like to see us stop the interest payments if we could.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
probably something like $20,000-$30,000 we would save in interest.
Well, I know a couple years ago, it was about $35,000 we would have saved, but we have since paid part of that. Yeah.
Glad you brought it up. Anything else for new business? Okay, announcements. I have a reminder from local waste about yard waste. It needs to be in a brown biodegradable bag or bags in a bin labeled yard waste only or bundled, and no more than 2 inches in diameter for bundles and no more than 4 feet in length and no more than 50 pounds per bundle. And have it out for collection for your next normal service day. And then another announcement, a team from Invenergy will be presenting updates about the Pleasant Prairie Solar Farm at our next meeting on April the 8th. Anything else? Announcements? Okay. Paula?
Okay, I gave you copies of letters I received on your behalf from the one zoning enforcement officer had resigned. And you've already talked about we received the information on the OPAC, where the county engineer's office is offering to help us with that. Rural Zoning Commission had a meeting scheduled, but it was canceled. It was last week. Tech Review Committee had a meeting scheduled today, and I believe that one was canceled also. And everything else I have is pretty much just informational type stuff. SWACO talking about resources for collecting vape pens. SWACO's having a piloting program to recycle marine shrink wrap. Several just informational emails from the State Township Association. Morpsey newsletter, and the auditor of state just sent out a newsletter. SWACO competitive project for SWACO, but it's to install waste compactor on Morse Road. And I get quite a few emails from where I had signed up for information on trying to avoid hacking schemes, that kind of thing. And it seems like I've gotten quite a few of those lately. So that's all I have.
And we have that questionnaire
Oh,
to fill out.
yeah, you have one.
Like, so we.
Yeah, well, that's for you to fill out. And then I have my own to fill out to send you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I printed yours off too, if you need a copy of it. Okay, anything else for Paula? Okay, we have no speaker sheets. Does anybody have anything? Okay, hearing none. I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I don't think you actually made a motion to pay tonight's bills.
I always have that on there and I go right.
Well, you did that resolution to do Sedgwick and then.
Yes, I'll make a motion to pay our expenditures. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call.
Trustee Sheets?
Yes.
Trustee Hunter?
Yes.
Trustee Good?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'll make a motion to adjourn. Glad you caught that just in time.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Trustee Sheets? Trustee Hunter?
Yes.
Trustee Good?
Yes.
I thought when you started to say that one, you were gonna make the motion to pay the bills and you went resolution and that threw me off.